what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem. We're going to start off with David. Unmute yourself, please.
Shout out to my Nigerian family too. Shout out to all of the bros out in Lagos. Davido, Bizzle, Asa. It's called Stay Tuned.
Shout out to our driver.
Speaking of never know.
Our driver, shout out to our driver. He hits me every week just to check on me. I love him.
Does he?
Yeah, and WhatsApp.
Shout out to the good folks.
We good.
Shotty won't take the hat off, so he can't let y'all know how good this shit is.
My
man being me in the ear.
Oh, yeah. Hey, while we on it, before we go any further, shout out to this hat. This is
Beautiful Nightmares.
Beautiful Nightmares. You want Shotgun Punch?
Yeah, my boy Reefy.
Shout out to Sharif. He's actually fam. That's Shotty's cousin, man. We watched this young man grow from, his whole life, really. He's an entrepreneur now. So we've been putting it up in the background, but we're giving him the spotlight right now here on Market Monday. Shout out to Beautiful Nightmares.
Yeah, shout out to Reef.
Reef, what up? BX.
Bronx.
Yeah.
All right, Janet, let's get into some questions.
All right, David, unmute yourself, please.
Hey, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yes, how are you?
Cool. I'm good, man. Appreciate everything y'all do. Honestly, first and foremost, y'all put me on another level, honestly.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
I guess my question was, I've been I got gifted some stock through Cash App, actually. That's how I got started. And I wanted to ask if you thought that maybe Cash App was like a good place to have stocks for the long term. If I could just continue adding to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would you say the cons were about that?
Shotty, you want to go then, Troy, then I'll go last.
Yeah, Cash App, I don't want to speak negative on it because I've never purchased stock on Cash App, but I think it's more like a beginning platform type situation. So, for me personally, I use TD Ameritrade and I have a Fidelity account. Also, for my son, I have Merrill Edge. I feel like it's more of an advanced, have more resources and things of that nature. So I think that if you are planning on becoming a serious investor, and like I said, don't disrespect the Cash App, but you should probably want to go with a larger, more established platform with more resources.
Mm-hmm. And insurance, perhaps. Yeah. I
think the insurance is pretty much the same because neither one of them have the FDIC insurance because it's investments. But I just feel. That's just my take. Like I said, I don't want to throw Cash App under the bus, but that's just my take.
I'm talking about even if you leave the money in your brokerage account, like you don't invest it. So if it stays in the brokerage account, I think it can be insured. But I'm with you. I trade, and I have 3 different brokerages. All right? I have TD Ameritrade, I have E-Trade, and I have Fidelity. I have the apps, but I never trade on the apps. I just feel more comfortable being on my laptop because I have more access to some of the
more tools.
Yeah, I need to have all my tools at hand. I need to have my tabs open when I'm doing any trades. And so I guess it's cool if you're familiar with doing on that. I'm not sure how, I guess we can hold them long term in the app. Like I said, I need to have my tools available when I'm doing a trade.
I want you guys to put this in chat. The consistency of investing matters more than the platform. So you guys have seen over the last couple of years, like on Discord, Telegram, Instagram, TikTok, there's been Webull versus Robinhood. Robinhood's not for the hood. Those are equity and market cap wars that have nothing. Like that's the equivalent of Death Row and Bad Boy going at it head to head, and then we don't profit off of any of the sales. So any major platform that you use is good. And I think, especially with Robinhood and Cash App, it made it easy for those of us that grew up in the inner city to be able to buy equities really fast. Like if you used the platform prior to 2020, it felt like you had to know rocket science to buy anything. So no, I don't think it's bad if you buy on Cash App. And it's not just because Square made the product. I think any product that is easy enough to use, and for all my creatives and business owners and entrepreneurs, your product should be easy enough that a 2-year-old can use it without instruction to an 80-year-old. So my test for everything is always Xander first. Then I want to talk to my elders. So when you're developing UI, UX, that's the one thing I don't like about Discord. Discord's UI and UX is not flawless enough that if my great auntie had to use it, she would know what to do. She know how to use Cash App. So that the seamlessness of and ease of use of product does have an impact on market cap. And that's why I come on here and use analogies for the market and don't always try and talk over heads. Because the easier that you make it for people, the more of an audience that you can build. And so, no, I think it's great to use all of them, to be very honest.
Great, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, I had that issue where, like you were saying, to just listen to one source of information. That was happening to me, but with Brokerage, I also have a Fidelity and TD, and the Cash App thing happened over the holidays, and it's actually it's easier for me because I've worked 12 hours every day, and I kind of can't can't keep up with it. So I'll put it on auto recurring, and
which is the best thing.
Yeah, so I want a dollar cost average, Apple and Microsoft, and just kind of know that I'm set. You know what I mean? Follow your blueprint, and yeah, man.
I mean, listen, what's the ultimate goal that you want to get to in terms of net worth?
I want to be free, man. I want to have at least my 5 years. I live on the border, so honestly, to me, it's kind of different because I can honestly have 2 years set, and I really would be set for like 6 because I could go to Mexico.
But 5, you'll live like a king. You'll live like a king on 5,
like,
though.
That really is the goal, like the true goal.
Yeah.
So right now I'm like laser focused. I like the time frame you gave me because I just put me in the mindset of like just grind. Like these 12-hour shifts are gonna be worth it, man.
So when you live on the border, I'm assuming of Mexico.
Yeah, I live in Texas, the West Texas, but I grew up in a border town. So I have some land in Mexico. I want to get some land here, but I'm barely getting started. I'm just 24 and I'm trying to get my life together. You know what I mean?
You're saying like you can have enough money to go back and live in Mexico for like a lot cheaper, or it's just cheaper where you live on the border?
Oh no, like I can live in Mexico. Half of my family's down there.
Yeah.
So I was planning on building a house this year, but I mean, right now I'll probably just invest everything and build a better house in 10 years. You know what I mean?
And one thing I'll say too, when everyone's having battles, and I want everyone here to listen to this. I was going to wait till next week. And every transaction and everything that you ingest, because your diet is just, and I told us to Stock Club this weekend, your diet isn't just what you eat or drink. It's what you listen to, what you absorb, the clothes you put in your body, the information you take in, and more importantly, things that you block out, the time vampires, energy vampires, right? When people are battling over information and saying this way versus that way, or technical analysis versus fundamental, all of that is a diversion to get your attention, to bring you into their entity or media so they can make money off of you. And the reason why I go off, because I know the people that are actually investing versus those who are just talking. I want you guys to be rich as hell. Like, no person that has any real money, and I'll tell you this too, David, the people that you talk to in the States and in Mexico, none of them are having diversification or dividend wars. Any business they're in, they're just actively buying. I pray to God, one day, some of you that started listening the last 2 years, next year you're like, I never want to listen to you guys again because I have the blueprint. I mean, and as a result, I have 90 or 140 months worth of money put aside because all I do is buy. The most important thing you have to do in every business is just buy consistently. And most importantly, you have to automate your systems. The reason why, because everyone argues that it's an education for Black and brown people. No, other institutions just have automation in place already. So if you started and you were born, and let's say your parents or grandparents knew to invest and had the money to invest $7,000 a month, which other races have done until the kids turn 25, that is a system. It wasn't education. Yes, you need some education to be able to know how to manage it, but the automation part is so key. So for everyone with their brokerage, and TD, you can't automate equities. You can do mutual funds, but there are platforms that you can invest in and use that will automate the index process. If you just auto invest every month and pick a large amount, I would say do 25% of your income. Coming in business owners, you need to do 55%. You'll be fine and you'll be rich as hell in 5 years. So I can't wait to talk to you in a couple months and see where you are.
All right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Appreciate all of you. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to PR. Shout out to DR. Shout out to Colombia.
Yes. The Bahamas.
EYL Espanol coming soon. Try to copy that. It's gonna be good.
Gonna be tough,
Try to copy that.
compadre.
EYL Espanol soon reach.
This that
Soon reach.
Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda